Hail and welcome to the Black Tower. I'm your host, your guide, your brother, the Sorcerer Armanasul. Coming live to you from my living room. Wow. Alright. So, I know it's been a minute since the last video I did. Today, I wanted to do a meditation. I normally don't do meditations. Not do meditations, but normally I wouldn't do a video on meditations. But there's a very powerful meditation that I use, and I wanted to share it with you. Of course, I'm going to dedicate the knowledge of this meditation to Arish Kagal, Dark Goddess of the Underworld, Queen of Hell. But I also, at the same time, I want to actually put this out there and dedicate this to William Hill. Brother, I hope you like this meditation. Hopefully I can do this properly. Hopefully I do this right, so that you and anyone else interested in it can actually be guided through it. Now, this is this particular meditation is for awakening the soul within. Okay. Now, if you guys will refer back to a video I did on the black flame and how to initiate it and how to create it yourself, I would do that one first. Foremost, go back, find it. It's a Black Flame Gnosis. It's a guide on, how to awaken it with the words I gave to it. If not, just feel free to do this meditation in such way that you feel or wish to do, even if you don't want to go back and do that one first, that's fine. Today, we're going to talk about Bindu. Now, I understand that most of you probably do not know that word. Bindu is suspension. What is suspension? Well, for that, let's go to the Native Americans with their Sundance. And I'm not talking about the cable channel. No. I'm talking about a rite where they would cut holes in the chest. They would pierce the skin sideways and stick hooks in them. And they would hang the brave from this gigantic pole and leave him there. Now, he would trip his balls off and go through a spiritual journey. But the means by which he did that was called suspension, or the word I use, Bindu. Now, Bindu, for those of you who want to go explore it further, online, research it, find out what it is. This is my form of suspension without all the putting holes in it. Which there is something to be said about pain as a gateway, but technically, generally speaking, if you've got the kind of mind for it, it doesn't require pain to induce. Sometimes just the ritual act itself is good enough. This is a form of gnosis. This awakens the soul within. I'm not going to be responsible for whatever comes of it. The underworld is a very dangerous place for those who are not ready to face themselves or their shadows. So for those of you who are just mildly curious, I wouldn't suggest you take this lightly. It is a powerful form of gnosis. It does create the subconscious working. It sets the wheels in motion. So with that being said, let us continue. All right, for this, what are you going to need? You are going to need the Agamasaratu. Yes, your offering bowl to the watcher. You're going to need it. And you're going to need a little tea light. Bet you can't see where this is going. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to sit down in a cross-legged position. Have the candle in front of you, to your right, at your right knee, and have the bowl to the left knee. Now, you're going to want to fill the bowl 1/3 full, almost 1/2, but just 1/3 full of water. You're going to need a lancet or something to be able to drop 3 drops of blood. Feel free to do that or not do that, however you wish, but you are awakening the soul with this particular rite. So I would suggest it. However, if you're a free bleeder or anything like that, common sense, don't do that. I guess you could just spit in the water if you wanted to. Because it just represents an offering and bodily fluids, okay? Blood is the waters of life, So that's why I use blood. But if, like I said, if you're a free bleeder, you're on medication that doesn't allow you to do that, common sense, just a little bit of spit. I mean, don't like try to fill the bowl of spit. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, you want to put 3 drops because each one is an offering to Ninkarsag, Ninkazi, Ningazita. Now, let us get on with this. Now that I've told you what you're going to need and everything else, go ahead and apply the 3 drops of blood or the spit, whichever one that you are capable of doing without harming the body, because this is supposed to be gnosis, not something you have to go to the hospital for. Now then, what do? Cast your circle about you, because you want your sacred space, you want the confines, you want the circle around you to contain the energy that you're going to build for this. Now in this meditation, we're going to employ what I call the threefold breath. That is, to the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, then you hold it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3. Breathe into the count of 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. And you want to do this over and over until your body's energies are mimicking the breath. Intake, outtake, holding, and so forth and so on. Now, you're going to go ahead and light your candle. Put your blood or spit into the water. You're then going to place the tea light in the palm of your right hand. Set your palm of your right hand over your knee, the wrist at the hard part of your knee, so that your hand would overlay where the candle originally laid on the floor. And then your left hand is going to be turned down like this, just barely touching the top of the water with your left hand. And during this, you're going to take and you're going to move your fingers like this in a counterclockwise fashion over the water. You're going to be doing this because subconsciously you're going to keep doing this during this meditation. And the reason why becomes apparent into the meditation subconsciously. All right. So without further ado, here we go. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Continue this breathing slowly. 1, 2, 3. While stirring the waters of the cauldron. Close your eyes and visualize a large cave before you, dark inside. Walk within the cave. You will notice an altar at the far back of the cave, made of stone. It's flat, and 2 stones hold it up underneath it. On top of it are 3 candles, 3 black candles that are been burnt halfway down. You will notice that there is a flame coming from a stick, laying sideways against the altar. Pick it up, light the first candle. Zikutha Nenka Sag Kampa. Light the second candle. Zikutha Nenkazi Kampa. Light the third candle. Zikutha Ningazida Kampa. Now turning to your left, you will notice there is a large doorway with steps leading down. We're going to count the steps. There are 33 steps down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and your feet hit the flat of an inner chamber. Huge cavern. To your right is a throne made of stone, ancient stone, old carvings covering it. You go and you sit upon the throne, and you take in the feel of this cavern with only the light that you have within your right hand. After you have centered and grounded yourself upon the throne, your seat of power, you stand and you walk forward 12 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You stop and you can see black shimmering surface before you, in front of you, ahead just a bit. You continue to walk closer. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you have this dark water. And in the distance, beyond the water, you can see a pale, pale light coming from what looks like a gigantic city. This is Agura. These are the waters of the underworld. This is the river. This is also the abyss of the underworld. At this place, you draw a triangle, the point facing the waters, and in it you place this bowl that is from the left hand into it, and you place it down, and you set the candle directly in the center, floating on top of the water, and you begin taking your left hand, facing the water. Repeat and chant. That which stirs the waters awakens the soul. 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 You start to see a dark, bony figure of bones, animated, rising from the waters before you. Walking towards you, it starts to take on flesh, muscle, sinew, and starts to animate and to take a form. It can appear animalistic. It can appear demonic. It can appear normal. It can be garbed in darkness. This is the holy Daemon. This is the shadow self. This is the seat of our power in this place. It walks towards you, and you look it in the eyes, and you realize that it is you, and you have raised yourself from the dead. That is not dead which eternal lies in slumber. Be awakened, O soul of me. Now watch the fires of life light its eyes and give life to it. And ask it, take thy rightful seat upon the throne, that in the darkness I rule with knowing. It seems to pass through you, though it's solid. You and it are one. And you see yourself walking and taking your seat upon the throne and saying, here do I sit, here do I rule, here shall I be. And you see yourself stand up, feel the sensation as if there's a great power of light behind you sitting upon the throne. And you turn to see it, and it is wispy like vapor. You have reclaimed the soul of self, the seed. You now walk back towards the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. And you find yourself looking at the altar with the 3 lit candles. You walk over, and you notice that the bowl with the candle that you had left at the water's edge is now in front of these 3 candles. Standing before this, you say, "Behold, I am the light within the darkness. I shine and illuminate all things of shadow. I am its rightful ruler." Taking your fingers with them and put out each of the candles. "My thanks unto thee, Ningazida." Moving to the middle candle. "My thanks unto thee, Ninkazi." Moving to the first candle. "My thanks unto thee, Ninkarsag." After these 3 candles have been put out, the only candle lit should be the one that is in the bowl at the center, and you leave this here, for it is an offering to yourself. Turning around, you see the cavern and light beyond it, out of the cave, and we walk out, move forward, until all you see is blinding light. You can make out no terrain. Breathe in deep, and open your eyes slowly, filling your body. This is a method by which to awaken the self. I realize it's not that long, but it works. Take note of anything that comes to mind, of any sensations, feelings. Write your notes on it. Keep a journal on it. I do. For any kind of workings, I do. And with that being said and done, I wish each and every one of you peace and blessings. Salah.